time to show off our little bit of a surprise we've got in the mailbox this morning. Nice early Christmas present from Japan, you could say. Just sort of, it's helped me very much with these. I'd like to send out a big thank you to him. However, at this stage I won't disclose his ID, as I'll explain later on down the track. But first of all, what have we got? I'm going to start at the top here. And looking at the 1989 Sony HFX. Now, they look very nice, and no doubt they are going to be sending a very superb tape. As you can see, these are all, oh wow, a bit foggy. Humidity in Sydney at the moment is really high, so things are a bit foggy. Actually, this has got nothing on it. Oh, I'm holding that too close. Oh yeah, this is not working properly. Oh dear. Okay, I'm most probably holding it too far away. Will that work? No. Okay, anyway, these are 1989 Sony HFX tapes, and I think in the Australian market they were known as HFES tapes. But very nice tapes, I'm very glad I got them. And of course in 90-minute length, beautiful. You can get quite a few good 80s tracks on there. Now, below that, if I can get my orientation right, here we go. This is what we got in Australia, the HFES, but these are still the Japanese edition. And again, 1989 we're looking at. Very fine vintage of Sony tape indeed. After that, they just went right down the shithole. Shells, tape, everything just went right down the toilet. Below that, same vintage HF. This is pretty much, again, standard tape we've got here in Australia, so no variant, just the Japanese writing. And as we go to the next column, these are the 1985-86 SAX tapes, Japanese edition. Very nice looking tape. Nice looking shell. And I did use the SA variant way back in 1988. Very nice sounding tape. And yes, very nice looking, and well, really would set off any hi-fi component when put in. Going up, I've pretty much got three packs of these, because they were going, I think, from memory, I think about, they're going very cheap anyway. Something like about, I think all 3 packs were like about 7,000 yen. It works out to be about 80 Australian dollars. So very impressive. Going across again, we have another tape which I loved at the time. I used a few of these back in 1985-86, the Sony HFS, which is a step up from the HF. Again, the only difference is my camera's not focusing things, but you can see that's Japanese writing. But again, very much same standard tape that came out here in Australia back in 1985. Yeah, okay, now this is the TDK AE 120. This is pretty much based on the 1985 TDK AD, which came out here in Australia. But as you can see inside the wrapper, I'll do it towards the natural light. You can actually see it's got quite a nice shell, much better than the current Emation shit which is out at the moment. This is very nice shell, nice tape inside. I've used quite a few of the D equivalents back in 85, 86, 87, and again, very nice sounding tape for a Type 1 base model. Very nice tape. High frequency response, good dynamics, everything. This is also too when TDK moved over to a much better quality, sort of what you could say is a brown tape over what you could say was that crappy orangey tape that they used around their 81, 82 through 83 period. So yeah, that's what I loved about these tapes. They actually used much better quality tape inside. Going down, again, got, yeah, same ones, AE 120s. I'll be definitely opening up one pack to try those out. And this, for me, this was the real bargain. I picked all 3 of these packs up for the unbelievable price. I've only got 2 here. let's see, I haven't sorted these properly. Alright, okay, I picked all these up for an incredible, yes, for an incredible 3,000 yen, which translates to about 50 Australian dollars. Wow. Wow. AD tape, just so damn hard to find nowadays. Wow. Again, pretty much your standard model that we've got out here in Australia, but just different wrapping. These were 1988 ADs, by the way. But one, no, someone said to me that these were SA shells, but they're not. They're just a standard AD shell. Yeah, standard AD shell. Again, but ADs, I love TDK AD. Great tape, and this is pretty much your 1988 edition, but in a Japanese wrapper, and as per usual, a lot of Japanese writing on the back. And yeah, got 3 packs of those. I'll zoom right out. Yeah, got 3 packs. Getting towards the end now. Got my very first low D tape. Wow, these are what you could say is the Maxell Hitachi equivalent. They were pretty much put out aside as Maxell and Hitachi. That's why I like them, because they were made by Hitachi and Maxell just for the Japanese market. These tapes never came out in Australia, so damn shame actually, because I would have bought them by the truckload at the time. And perhaps actually my first quality metal tape. Wrapping is perhaps a little bit questionable, so it looks like I might be opening it. I don't know, I'll have to check that out. But if it's just a bit shriveled, no problem. But I think that's basically it. And my last one is the 1987 Sony HF Pro 80. Wow, awesome. Again, on the back, Japanese writing. Pretty much your standard edition, which came out here in Australia, the only difference being the Japanese writing on the back. Now, I don't know if some may argue with me, I don't think we actually did get the HF Pro here in Australia. I don't know, that's questionable, because I never bought them at the time, so this is my first one. Be quite keen to try them out, see what they perform like, and I should imagine pretty spectacular performance. But yeah, definitely another tape of much interest, the Sony HF Pro from 1987. So yeah, that's pretty much my little Japanese grab bag that I got this morning. Very, very impressive. I'll zoom that out again so I can get a nice look, just to tease you all out there. Wow, look at that. And also, nearly forgot too about these ones, which I got from Melbourne about 3 days ago actually. Sort of pulled these off with a bit of a off eBay transaction. Got 3 boxes of these. Ones already packed, ready to go off to a friend. TDK 46-minute tapes. I'm not really such a great fan of these, but I got 2 boxes of these. One, as you can see here, these are all 1986 models. I can get this in right, but yeah, whole box of 1986s. Performance wise, not a bad tape. Actual audio reproduction, excellent. But the 3 boxes I've had of these in the 90-minute lengths back in 1987 were somewhat dodgy. Fast forwarding and rewinding sort of ended up in a sound all the way through, so I don't know if that was just bad manufacturing or whether I just had a bad lot. But yeah, they're going off to a friend too. They're, yeah, as I said, they're 1986. And these ones here are the ones I'm keeping. These are actually on eBay. And yeah, 1979 ADC60 tapes. Very, very difficult to find. And I was very lucky actually to do these on an off eBay sale, and so I didn't have to pay all the eBay fees, and I didn't have to pay the exorbitant silly bidding prices that go off on eBay. So, but I'll be quite interested to try one of these out, because I do remember having one of these way back in 1981 actually, in the 90-minute length, and they weren't too bad, but couldn't really give an honest assessment with that because I didn't really look after my tapes back then. But yeah, bit of eye candy there actually. Hey, even the original box, everything. Oh wow, look at that, awesome. Let's pull out another one. Oh shit, these are in very tight. Yeah, just look at that back. Just they really marketed, packaged and showcased tapes in those days with absolute professionalism. Very impressive. Japanese tapes were certainly the best part of audio technology back then. Yeah, so that's pretty much it. I might just go over here and show you some other scores that I got recently to my pile of tapes here. Now, yeah, I picked these up. Got 5 packs of these. The Scotch XS2 tapes from 1988. These are from sort of the Seoul Olympic Games era, so they were a special edition of these. But these were just pretty much straight out normal model, which didn't have any Olympic sort of markings on the packets. I got 5 packs of these, so very happy. But I won't take them out because a whole lot will fall away. Got this Hitachi low noise C60, C90 actually, from about 1973-74 from a friend. Very happy about that because these are also very, very difficult to find. So yeah, would have liked to get more of these because these were pretty good in its day for Type 1 base tapes. And my very first Maxell XL2S from 1985. These are so damn hard to find. So damn hard to find. And if they do pop up on eBay, they usually buy lots of 1 or 2 and they usually go for an astronomical price. So yeah, this is basically for my collection. Want to try and pull together the entire 1985 range and then put them in a frame. So that's that. Going down here, what do we have? Oh, here we go. This is the 1985D. If we go over here, I'll just basically show the shell. Here, as you can see, the shell there in the natural light. See that, and then if I put them up against that, you'll see that's pretty much, well, it's hard to see actually because it's too much markings on the wrapper. See, it's pretty much the same tape right down there. Yeah, that's easy. You can actually do a comparison right down there. You can actually see it's exactly the same tape but just in a different wrapper, and in this case different length. So yeah, so go back here again. I better hurry it up actually because someone's going mad with the drill downstairs again. Got some Maxell UDIs, twin packs from about 1988 the other day. This is perhaps what you could say is Maxell's last good UDI tape before they went down the hill. So, whoa, what happened there? That's better. So yeah, there you go, UDI 100. I remember getting a whole heap of these for Christmas back in '89. Wow, awesome tape, absolute awesome tape. After that, they went over to sort of Singapore kind of marketing strategy, different wrappings, different tape, all that kind of stuff, and they were absolutely crap. Sounded very muddy and sounded awful. They came out around about 95, 1996. Pull this away, and we also have, whoa, hell, tape's flying all over the place here. And what do we have here? These are questionable, depends on what batch of tape they use, but these are still reasonably okay, but I wouldn't buy a truckload of them. What do we have here? TDK SA 100s from 1990, very good tape. But this is what really threw me. This is what really threw me. Another box of good old AD tape, love them. This is what really threw me. I'll just get these out. Saw a heap of these on eBay about 4 weeks ago. And as you can see, it's a TDK SD tape with an AD shell from 1988. Very nice tape, and I saw it had like about 20 of these for sale, and I basically bought out the whole seller stock. Waiting very, what you could say, with much anticipation for about a week or so. They finally arrived, and yeah, they've all got the shell until you get to about here. This is where it gets pretty horrible. Yeah, I'll just double check. Yeah, that's the old horrible TDK AD shell that they introduced around about 1992, and that's pretty much your Amation TDK AD shell from hell. Absolute crap, absolute piece of shit. If I find out that any tape does have the shell, I tend to avoid it with a 40-foot pole. I just don't touch them. So yeah, so just interesting to say that you got two variants of TDK SD there from about 1991. So I think that pretty much wraps it up, and came across these as a nice surprise. These Maxell URs from about 1992. Very hard to find, and I think these were only an Australian made edition. I never saw these on the eBay US site, so I'm assuming that these were like an Australian Asian only edition. Maxell UR with a blue and red wrapping. There you see, blue all around. All the URs that you tend to see on eBay US are all pretty much green and red, or red and silver, or the previous model, which came out in 1988, had a sort of a blue, green and white sort of wrapping. So yeah, I think that pretty much wraps it up. I'll just put this back, and oh, what do we have here? Oh, they were just dictation tapes. Absolute crap. It was just a experiment, and yeah, someone on a website very graciously gave these to me for free. I tried I tried paying him, but he didn't have the facility, so I think in the end we've sort of going to come to the arrangement of a tape trade, which is okay. I love these tapes, and I'll send him some chrome dioxide tapes. But yeah, that's pretty much what's been happening of late in my little cassette collection here. And as you can see, as per usual, I've got quite a few tapes, and this is what's basically in my lounge room. And well, I'm kicking tapes on the floor here now. Yeah, so there we go, tapes galore. And I don't know if I've filmed these around A5, A6, A7, 88. I used to swear by these tapes. These tapes are just awesome. Yeah, so the good old Maxell LN. Definitely this was actually the best vintage LN tape. These sort of started coming out around about 84, 85, came out right through to about 88. And yeah, earlier versions of LN used a very mattish finish orangey tape, and then these came out. These used a rather shiny black tape. I could almost swear they used leftover UD stock from 83, 84, because when I've used them, that's the kind of performance that I got from them. Aside from that, had a bit of an argument with a tape friend, because you can't believe it, but I've just bought a whole, I bought about 150 of these recently. I can get it up right. Sony FX1. Well, to me anyway, they're quite good. I was quite blown away seeing they're very, very basic, what you could say, very budget tapes. But yeah, I was pretty impressed. So that's pretty much it. So until next time, I shall bid all you YouTubers farewell and goodbye.